Hi there, everyone. This is Sean 07 1986. Well, I found this story a little late today because I was so busy focused on the game and doing everything. But it turns out because how we played this season, it was pissing off our former owner Dan Snyder. In fact, this playoff run had him fucking seething, and honestly I cannot help but to enjoy it. I mean, that loss, just seeing him pissed off makes us make it to the NFC Championship game, even though we lost in that game, make it all the worthwhile. Because Dan Snyder has always been a piece of shit owner. So seeing him angry made me grin. I'm reading this from Front Office Sports. Commanders' playoff run has Dan Snyder sneezing, while the ex-owner has reportedly hating the Commanders' Redskins playoff run. Former team president Jason Wright is enjoying it from afar. This is written by A.J. Perez. The Commanders' unforeseen playoff run has softened memories of the franchise struggles the last couple of decades, which it did. But the Dan Snyder years will never be totally forgotten, even though they produced as many playoff wins in 24 years, too, as Josh Harris' team has in a month. On Saturday, ESPN published a lengthy feature detailing, among other things, how Snyder tries to blow up the sale of the team to Harris in the hours after NFL owners unanimously approved the record $6.05 billion transaction to July 2023. Hall of Fame coach Joe Gibbs and others reportedly had to talk Snyder down. After Snyder apparently isn't enjoying the franchise rebirth ahead of the Sunday's NFC title game against the Eagles, we lost that game, but just knowing that we managed to get there, it was probably pissing him off. He fucking hates it, a source told ESPN. Snyder has made London his home for the last 2 years, but those who live in the Washington, D.C. area certainly don't share the same opinion. The Commanders band, one that was selected 3 years ago while Snyder was still in charge, has even became popular for the first time, as Commanders merchandise has set records this month after playoff victories over the Bucs and the Lions. Jason Wright, the first black team president in the NFL history, got plenty of a blowback for the rebrand after it was announced in February 2022. As Commanders president, Wright was in charge of business operations for Snyder's last 3 seasons and the first under Harris. The Commanders hired Campbell's CEO and President Mark Klaus as Wright's replacement in December, and Wright stepped into an advisory role. When the new owner took over, the engine we had built on the business side really took off, Wright told Front Office Sports. It feels so good to see the fruits of our work and all that we have fixed. While the football side of the Commanders was outside his purview, Wright recalled the reactions to hire the head coach Dan Quinn a year ago. When he was hired by General Manager Adam Peters and Jaws, I got tons of texts from people who thought I had something to do with it because they didn't understand my job, said Wright, who played 7 years in the NFL with the Falcons, Browns, and Cardinals. Nonetheless, it was interesting to get all those responses from former players who I played with and current players around the league. They were universally positive when they talk about him as a leader and a human. I had never seen that with a white head coach. With a white head coach, there's usually something that has something to say about how they were treated. Saying invited to the cookout doesn't even capture it. After Quinn's hire came with other major pieces of the Commander's success. Quarterback Jayden Daniels, the second overall pick in April's draft. He's a unique and generational talent, Wright said. While Wright's stint as a team advisor came to an end recently, he's a Commander fan for life, and he will be cheering Sunday from afar, unlike allegedly Snyder. I literally gave my life to this franchise for the last 4.5 years, Wright said. It beats me up, and it gives me the most joy I ever felt personally at the same time. Yeah, and also Josh Allen is proud of everyone after our playoff run, and I am proud. I am proud of this team too. So even though we didn't win, and I'll probably live with that because it was still a hell of a good run. just knowing that Dan Snyder is pissed about it brings a beautiful tear to my eyes, and it makes me so happy. Let's be real, I never did like Dan Snyder. He was such a an asshole. And he doesn't even give a damn about the team or anything. All he cares about is making money at the expense of the team. And yeah, he did sold the team for approximately $6 billion just so he could have some money. And he thought that, and now he's seeing how the team is acting right with new ownership. See, it's amazing how we can do, how the team can do with the right ownership, and who knows exactly what the fuck they're doing. Dan Snyder, he acts like, the problem with Dan Snyder is that he acts like everyone should be kissing his ass. Instead of hiring football people, he mostly hire yes men who tells him yes. And never say no, because God forbid if you say no to Dan Snyder, you are fired. Honestly, Dan Snyder is nothing more than a petulant fucking child who is 100% upset over the fact that this team actually has a bright future and has seen many success. We have done something magical this season. And yes, even though our season came to an end, I am damn proud of this team. I am fucking proud of this team. If it's one thing I gotta say to Dan Snyder, it's this. For all the pain you put me and every other Washington fan through under your bullshit reign of terror, fuck you. Fuck you, and I hope you choke on that fucking golden parachute, you bastard. You ruined this team for 3 fucking decades. And you sold this team for $6 billion. And now, because my team is actually now that our team is actually showing some pride and future success, you're gonna come out of here and act like you're mad because y'all mad and you fucking hate it? It just goes to show that you didn't really give a fuck about this team from the get-go. All you care about is just using this team just so you can get some money. So, personally, you can go fuck yourself. You can go fuck yourself. But, anywho, that's all I gotta say. Man, damn. I thought losing to the Eagles was gonna hurt, but man, this feels so damn good. I thought, just fuck. Seeing Dan Snyder getting fucking angry over this, I might as well just take this out. Take this out for the hell of it. But seriously though, Dan Snyder, go fuck yourself, man. Fuck you. Nobody gives a fuck about you. Shoot, when you're dead and gone, no one will give a fuck about you. And when they do talk about you, they're gonna talk about all the bullshit you did to this fucking team. And I will never forgive you. In that game, we were facing off against the Browns 2 seasons ago. When you decided to be all like, oh, I want Carson Wentz to be up there, even though you know that we need to win to keep our playoff hopes alive, and you select Carson fucking Wentz in that game, which caused us to not lose that game, but also miss the fucking playoffs. You fucking moron. And I remembered making that rant about it. So, I don't want to hear it. Nobody wants to hear it. To quote Mike Tomlin, we do not care. So, again, fuck you. as always. But as always, be sure to leave a comment, like this video, subscribe to this channel, click the notification bell so that as I update, share with friends, share with neighbors, share with others, and that's about it. Until next time, this is Sean 71986 signing out. Thank you for watching this video. It really means a lot. I'll see you in the next one. Catch you later. Bye-bye. And, fuck you, Dan Snyder. Fuck you.